All right, good morning or good afternoon. Welcome to day three. We're going to go ahead and work on our next set of problems. So consider the algebraic expression 4x squared plus 1. Describe the operations occurring within this expression. So operations meaning like adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, squaring, right? Anything that PEMDAS, PEMDAS, tells you to do. So over here, it's 4. If there's no operation between a number and a variable, like 4x squared, there's an imaginary multiplication sign. And then this is plus 1, so plus 1. So the different operations that we see here are there is a multiplication, there is a squaring, and there is addition. So there are your different operations that are there. And it says, and the order in which they occur. So if we do PEMDAS, the first thing that happens, there are no parentheses, so that's out. There are exponents. So the first thing that we want to do is the order is exponents first, so the squaring. That's number 1. The next thing that happens is multiplication, division from left to right. There's only one, there's just multiplication, so that goes second. And then the last thing that happens is addition, subtraction from left to right. So 3, there is addition, step 3. Evaluate this expression for x equals -3. So I'm going to do 4 times -3 to the second power, because every time I see an x here, I'm plugging in -3, and then I'm going to add 1 to that. So remember, the order is to do squaring first. So operation number 1 is squaring. So we're going to do this part right here first. So -3 squared, -3 times -3 is +9. If you're going to do this in the calculator, do 4. You have to put the parentheses, squared plus 1. That's how you would type it into the calculator. So everything else just comes down. 4 times 9 plus 1. Second thing that happens is multiplication. So we're going to do 4 times 9, which is 36, and 36 plus 1, which final answer is 37. Okay, so we just did order of operations, and your calculator can also give this to you. All I'm going to do with this one right here is, remember what I told you, anytime it says without using your calculator, ignore that. So you can definitely use your calculator. I'm going to show you how to type this into the calculator. So let me just go ahead and pull my calculator up. And it says, consider this expression and plug in letter A, it says plug in x equals 3. So I'm going to show you how to use the store button in the calculator. Okay. So there is above the on symbol, there is a STO. Hit that. That gives you this little thing right here. So just clear that. So we're going to take the number 3. We're going to store it in for x. So you hit the value that you want to put in. So x equals 3. So you take the number always first, hit store second, and then x is right here next to the green button. And then you just hit enter, and the calculator goes, okay, wherever I see an x, I'm going to plug in 3. So now I'm going to plug this expression right here into the calculator. So to do that, let me get my calculator screen back. There we go. Okay. So now to do that, to get the fraction bar right here, I'm going to hit alpha and y equals. Alpha, y equals, and this little option number 1 gives me a fraction symbol. So I'm going to type in 4x, and remember my calculator is going to read that as 3 plus 3. And then on the bottom, I'm going to hit the down arrow. I'm going to type in x to the third minus 7. So x to the third. So to the third. To get it to come back down so I can put the minus 7, I'm going to hit the right arrow. Minus 7. And now remember, my calculator is going to say anytime there's an x, it's going to plug in 3. And it's going to give me 3/4 as my answer. So right here, final answer is 3/4. and it says show the steps. So you're going to do that by hand, right? So 4 times 3 plus 3 divided by 3 to the third minus 7, and you're going to get the same answer right here. The last thing that I want to show before I let you all go to work on your problems is how to get this absolute symbol right here into the calculator. So the way you do that is you have to, if I wanted to enter in this expression right here, absolute value of x minus 8 plus 2, I'm going to hit math, go over to num, ABS, which is option number 1, and now I get my absolute value symbol. So I'm going to do x minus 8. To get out of my absolute value, right, just to put the plus 2, I'm going to hit the right arrow, and I'm going to do plus 2. And then I can hit enter. I don't think I put anything in for x, so x, the calculator right now still thinks that x is equal to 3. So if I were to hit enter into the calculator, 3 minus 8 is negative 5. Absolute value of negative 5 is positive 5, because remember, absolute value always keeps it positive. Plus 2 is equal to 7. That's why it gives me that. Okay. So I'm going to set you off to go ahead and work on your own. Best wishes. Let your peers know if you need help, and we're here to help you as well.